Peace and welcome back to Movimente Intellect Reads. This is the chapter 19 and 20 gist notes of The Lightning Thief. Chapter 19 notes: as Percy, Annabeth, and Grover head toward the House of H, the flying shoes Grover is wearing take off and fly him toward the pit from Percy's dream. The shoes fall off of Grover before he falls into the pit as Percy and Annabeth catch up. When they sit down to catch their breath, Percy notices that his backpack feels heavier. A whisper echoes from the pit, signifying the entrance to the stormy pit of Tartarus, and the three flee before they are sucked down. Finally, they meet Hades, who accuses Percy of stealing not only the Master Sword, but also his Helm of Darkness. Hades claims that he does not want war because he would have to hire more staff to support the extra deaths. Percy denies stealing either the item, but Hades warns him that he will unleash the dead back into the world if his helm is not returned. Hades tells Percy to check his backpack. Percy opens it and reveals the Master Sword in his possession. Percy feels defeated, knowing that someone has been manipulating him. Hades says he knows that Percy came to bargain for his mother's life. He then shows Percy a vision of his mother in a ball of gold fire. Hades threatens to kill Percy's mother if he does not return his helm. Percy grabs the pearls to leave Hades, but realizes he only has 3 and cannot save himself, his friends, and his mother. He gives up the idea of a joyful reunion with his mother and uses the pearls to escape with Annabeth and Grover in order to return the Master Bolt to Olympus. The 3 are dropped into the ocean at Santa Monica and plan to not only return the Master Bolt, but to talk with the god who tricked them. Chapter 20 notes: on the shore, Percy, Annabeth, and Grover confront A about stealing the Master Bolt and the Helm of Darkness. A admits that while he did not personally steal them, since gods cannot steal each other's symbols of power, he did have someone else take it. A wants war, so he framed Percy as a culprit in order to achieve a 3-way war against P, Z, and H. He explains that magic similar to that in Riptide, the sword, was used on the backpack, so that the bolt would appear in the backpack once Percy entered the underworld. Since Percy still has the Master Bolt, A says he will have to kill Percy so that it cannot be returned to Z. Percy and A make a deal that they will fight, and if Percy wins, he will return the bolt and be free from A. However, if he loses, A can take the bolt and transform Percy into anything A wishes. The 2 engage in battle, but are interrupted by mortals who recognize Percy as the boy from the news. A fires at the mortals while Percy uses the waves against him and stabs him in the heel. As A prepares to implement his next attack, a strange force stops him and he lowers his sword in defeat. He tells Percy to watch out because he's made a new enemy, then disappears into a bright light. The Furies appear next and take the Helm of Darkness to return to Hades after they acknowledge that Percy did not steal it. As the Furies fly away, Percy joins Grover and Annabeth, and they briefly ponder or think about who or what stopped A from continuing the fight. The 3 decide the fastest way to get to New York to return the bolt is by flying in an airplane, despite Percy's fear of Z's wrath. Thanks for reading chapter 19 and 20 gist notes of The Lightning Thief. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you go and read the full chapter.